Ipob wants former IGP Okiro against contesting Ohanaeze in Ndigbo presidency. To my dear listeners, you know how we do it. Kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Good morning and welcome to today's news. Proscribed Ido separatist group, the indigenous people of Biafra Ipob, has warned former Inspector General of Police, IGP Mike Okiro, against contesting the upcoming Ohanaeze Ndigbo presidential election. In a stern warning issued to the former police chief, signed by Ipob's Media and Publicity Secretary, Ima Powerful, on Tuesday, the group said Okiro's candidacy would disrupt the zoning structure of Ohanaeze Ndigbo and decimate the organization, as well as cause division among the Igbos. The Biafra agitators argued that the opposition of Ohanaeze President General is reserved for Igbos in Rivers State, and Okiro is from Imo State, and as such is capable of further dividing in the Igbo. The statement added that investigations have revealed that some influential individuals in the Imo State government are backing Okiro's potential candidacy to undermine the organization's cohesion, a move it sees as an attempt to reinforce the narrative that Igbo land is irretrievably divided and can never unite under a common purpose. The statement titled, Ipob calls on Mike Okiro to stay off Ohanaeze Ndigbo presidential election rate. The attention of the noble family of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob led by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been drawn to the purported endorsement of Mr. Mike Okiro by a faceless group supposedly called Ogbako Egbema for him to contest for the next President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. It is obvious that some influential individuals in Imo State government is behind this move to rubbish the integrity of Mike Okiro and decimate Ohanaeze Ndigbo the way they have sought to destroy Imo State. This faceless group is speaking for the enemies of Ndigbo, whose interest is to disorganize Ala Igbo. These people cannot truncate the legitimate turn of Rivers State to produce the next Ohanaeze Ndigbo President General. At a time when well-meaning organizations are actively campaigning for the unification of all territories of ancient Igbo land, from Igbanke to Lisobo, others are hell-bent on reinforcing the stereotypical narrative of our enemies that Igbo land is irretrievably balkanized and can never be united under a common political purpose. It is imperative that we warn those peddling the falsehood and endorsing Mike Okiro to contest for the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo to desist from disrupting the zoning structure of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. The retired IG of police, Mr. Mike Okiro, should not allow himself to be used to destroy the cohesion of the Igbo race. The contest for the President General slots is reserved for the Igbos in Rivers State. Mr. Okiro is from Imo State. He contested against the late Prof. George Obiozo during the turn of Imo State to produce the President General and lost. Anybody or group trying to drag Mike Okiro into contesting against River State Igbos is trying to foment trouble, and Ipob will give that person or group back the problem they're clamoring for. The time has gone when Ipob allowed politicians to manipulate Ohanaeze Ndigbo leadership outcomes. This time, Igbo governors and politicians must allow Ohanaeze Ndigbo to operate as a respected socio-cultural organization, not as the errand boys and political wing of the Southeast Governors Forum. Any attempt to manipulate the outcome of the forthcoming election to exclude or deny Igbos in Rivers State their rightful opportunity will be resisted by Ipob, and those culpable will be held accountable by the people. The era of allowing Ohanaeze Ndigbo to drift and serve as a willing tool for the enemies of Ndigbo to control our political destiny has come to an end. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now moving down to the comment section, I've got just two comments here. The first one says, Ipob, ESN Biafra, they are whole terrorist organization. Stop killing our people. And the last comment here says, but he is acting president. Do you mean he is not Igbo? To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end part of the comment sections too. But what I'm really concerned about right here is that if the Igbos said they really do not want the intervention of the political people, or they didn't want the intervention of the governors or these things, then they should respectfully stay away from them, because these people have reasons of doing their own thing. And if Igbos says they do not want something, definitely they really do not want it, because it doesn't want it. Maybe once they see that with the way you are attending to the issues.
Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.